How's it going? So here is part two to this whole bookkeeping spreadsheet piece. So essentially, I started off in the last video by showing you a spreadsheet which I wanted to use to extract data from Amazon.com to pull item model numbers or product codes, and then UPCs. Now, pulling the item model number should be a relatively simple task that was covered in the last video, but this is where it gets a little more complicated, and this is where having a good understanding of Amazon's MWS programming, which I believe is similar to Java or Python, is probably going to be important. All right, so taking a look at this. This is what is Amazon MWS. To give you just to let you guys know beforehand, I don't know how any of this works, but there are people who have made this work, so I'm just going to go through the information so that to give you an idea of what you may need to use in your coding. Amazon Market Web Service is an integrated web service API that helps Amazon sellers to programmatically exchange data on listings, orders, payments, reports, and more. Data integration with Amazon enables high levels of selling automation, which can help sellers grow their business. By using Amazon MWS, sellers can increase selling efficiency, reduce labor requirements, and improve response time to customers. All right. I have an Amazon MWS eligible seller account, which you can get the information for from me if you are approved to the job, and you can use that to access the data necessary. All right. So now, what I'm trying to do is, from this spreadsheet, pull from the link here the UPC code. Now, as shown before, so whenever you go to a page, you're only going to get the ASIN, the Amazon Standard Identification Number. But when I'm working with wholesalers, typically they're going off of product codes and UPCs. So ASINs usually don't work well for wholesale sources. So what I'd like, as you can see, if I have to do this manually, I have to take the ASIN from either the Amazon Standard Identification Number from either the URL or from the page itself. Go into Amazon, add a product, search for it, and then pull the UPC from here. All right. And then that can go in the tab. However, this is a tedious process, and I really would rather just automate it. So, let's see what I want to do. Ultimately, the MWS API is divided into sections based on functionality. The following is a summary of API organization. All right, so here's what we're looking for. Products API, what you should know about the Amazon MWS Products API section. Products API section of Amazon Marketplace Web Service helps you to get information to match your products to existing products listings on Amazon Marketplace websites and to make sourcing and pricing decisions for those listings, for listing those products on Amazon Marketplace websites. The Amazon MWS Products API returns product attributes, current marketplace pricing information, and a variety of other product and listing information. Note, the Amazon MWS Products API section is only for products listed on Amazon Marketplace websites. The Amazon MWS Products API section is not for checkout by Amazon or Amazon Web Store. The Products API section contains the following operations in the following marketplaces. All right, so we have list matching products, get matching products, and this is the one where I think the money's at, which is get matching products for ID, which returns a list of products and their attributes based on a list of ASIN, GCID, seller SKU, UPC, EAN, ISBN, and EA. I think that's EAN, but that looks like it says JAN values. All right, so get matching product for ID returns a list of products and their attributes based on these. So, returns a list of products. It's available in all marketplaces. Maximum request data is 20 requests. Restore rate 5 items every second. Hourly data request quota is 18,000 requests per hour. For definitions of throttling terminology and for a complete explanation of throttling, see throttling limits to how often you can submit requests in the Amazon MWS Developer Guide. For information on per item throttling, see Throttling the Products API. Request parameters. For more information about the request parameters that are required for all Amazon MWS operations, see the required request parameters in the Amazon MWS Developer Guide. All right, so this looks like a number of codes, or it. I would assume so. Again, I'm not a programmer. I know a very entry level. Or this is the description marketplace ID, which is a marketplace identifier that specifies the marketplace from which the products are returned. ID type, the type of product identifier that ID refers to, XS string. ID type values are going to be these ones, and UPC is the value that I'm looking for. I am trying to get, again, the UPC. All right. And this is the ID list, a structured list of ID values used to identify products in a given marketplace, and there it looks like the code there. So you have all this, the response elements that get matching products, blah 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 blah. Product contains the 4 sub-elements of the product. These sub-elements are identifiers, attribute sets, relationships, and sales rankings. To be honest with you, I don't need the rank. All I need is the UPC. So if you can get me the code that would basically take the ASIN number, which is already listed in this spreadsheet, maybe get it through the link or however you'd want to get it, and basically just pull the UPC through the product either from the link or the ASIN that's already going to be on the spreadsheet, then that would be great. And that is what I'm